sure you've already guessed? We're diving into pastries today. But we're not just going to the same type of bakery over and over. We're in Oakland, a city as diverse as the people who call it home. And we're trying it all. Flaky croissants, sweet potato pie, donuts, pineapple buns, egg tarts, 7-Up cake. Each spot has its own story, its own flavor, its own reason to keep people coming back. We are starting off at one of Oakland's most beloved donut shops, Donut Savant. Now, I have never been here. I've driven by a few times. This is my first time being right outside of the donut shop, and it smells incredible. So let's head inside and get a donut. Now, they bake their donuts throughout the day, so they stay fresh, which probably means we didn't need to come here at 8 a.m. I could have came a little bit later. And I get the Jane dough. Yes, one Jane dough, the Bernie, the salted maple croûte. Would you say those are your most popular? Is there one that I should try? I'll go with your favorite, salted maple, yeah. Okay, and that's included with the okay. We got our donuts. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Bye, you too. They gave us our coffees through the window. I walked, that's the thing, when I'm filming, that's like all I'm focused on. So I completely forgot about the coffees, and he just opened this window and gave us the coffees. So that's pretty cool. And they look good. This coffee looks really good. We are gonna start with the salted maple croûte. Look how good this looks. This is a hybrid between a donut and a croissant. So you're gonna have the softness from the donut, although a croissant should be soft too, but you're gonna have the softness from the donut and those layers from the croissant. Like, you can already see there's so many layers. Oh my gosh. It's really buttery, but then you have like a maple sweetness from, I assume, the exterior and the maple glaze on the outside. You're just biting through layers of buttery dough. At first it's sweet, but then at the end you get a hint of saltiness. This was one of their most popular donuts, the Jane dough. I'm holding it like it's an artifact because I feel like these donuts are a little fancy. So, you know, I have to treat them with tender care. This is pretty much made up of a raised dough with vanilla bean pastry cream filling and a sugar dusting. I probably have sugar all over my mouth, so just ignore that. But the inside is really creamy. You get that vanilla taste, but the outside is nice and doughy with the sugar crystals all over the donut. We got here at 8, they opened at 7, and I would say 3/4 of the tray of the Jane dough were gone, and I see why. So next we have the Bernie, which I'm pretty sure is named after Bernie Sanders. It's a maple donut, and then on the inside, you have that same pastry vanilla cream filling as you did with the Jane dough. It's sweet and salty. This is definitely the saltiest one, which I love. This is my favorite one. On to the next spot. Up next, we're at Forma Bakery. And this spot isn't just French inspired, it's got Mexican soul baked right in. We're talking conchas, croissants, vegan croissants, pain au chocolat, flan croissants. Yes, you heard that right. Every pastry is handcrafted with real intention and sharp technique. Hi. Okay, so can I get the chocolate croissant, the blue corn concha, and a regular croissant?
All right. Anything else?
That's gonna be it. We're gonna start off with the classic croissant. So let's pull it apart. Hopefully it looks nice and doughy in the middle, or not doughy, but nice and pillowy on the inside. Oh yeah. It's got that like shatteringly crisp outside. So when you bite into it, it flakes everywhere. But that is what you want. There are so many layers to a croissant, and the outside gets nice and golden and nice and crispy. But then when you bite inside, it's very soft. It's like very, very pillow-like. Their flan croissant is like a fusion of a delicate French pastry and a Mexican-inspired filling, hence why it's filled with flan. It's soft, it's crispy. Also, the strawberry jam adds like an element of fruitiness, and it also adds like an element of gooiness. So creamy, gooey, crispy. Next we have the blue corn concha. I've actually never had a blue corn concha. I've only had vanilla, chocolate, and what's the pink one? Rose? Okay, let's just say I've only had vanilla and chocolate. So I'm really excited to have the blue corn concha.
A concha is made from a fluffy, slightly sweet bread dough topped with a crumbly sugar shell made of butter, flour, and sugar. The topping scored before baking to create a signature shell-like pattern.
The sugary top of the concha is very crumbly, but it's also a little bit nutty and toasty because of the blue corn, which is very cool. Usually the conchas that I have are extremely sweet, but this one has a nice balance of nuttiness and sweetness. Now, the owner of Forma, Jackson, he used to work at Forma Bakery in Berkeley. And to me, they have world-class croissants. I mean, I've never been to a bakery in Paris yet, but I feel like London has world-class bakeries and Forma rivals them. So the fact that he used to work there is pretty cool. And from what I've observed, usually when somebody works at a really well-run spot and they get that training and they see how that business is run and the product that they put out, and then they go start their own business, it usually is just as successful because they have that experience and they carry that same standard with them. Pain au chocolat, or like chocolate croissant, is my favorite pastry in the entire world. Something that I feel like can be kind of hit or miss with a chocolate croissant is sometimes the chocolate is really gooey on the inside. Like they will almost add like a syrup to the chocolate, and I don't like that. Personally, I don't think that tastes good. But in this chocolate croissant, it's just the chocolate. It's more solid. So it's like a difference in texture. You have the really soft croissant dough, and then in the middle, you have like more of a firm texture with the chocolate, and it's really rich, and it just balances out the croissant really well. This next spot I am very excited for. It is a traditional Hong Kong bakery. I'm excited because for the first time ever, I think it was like maybe 8 months ago, 9 months ago, I don't know, I'm really bad with time, but I had this pastry and it changed my life for the better. So let's head in and see what they have here, including this certain pastry. These just came out of the oven. They're called the chicken cookie, but there's no chicken in it. Yeah, the mini chicken cookie, but there's no chickens in this. It is just like a mixed nut cookie. I've never had this before.
It's very traditional.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Hong Kong style.
That's very good. That's very, it's very chewy. It's a little bit dense, but you really taste the nuts, and it's not overly sweet at all. It's very nutty. I don't know if there's dates in here. You know, like the texture of dates, it's kind of gooey. That's pretty much the consistency of this cookie. Like, look, when I pull it apart, there's just some stretchiness. I love an egg tart. I think I get so excited as well when I come to Hong Kong style bakeries, because out of everywhere I've traveled, Hong Kong was by far like my favorite city. If I could go back anywhere, it would be Hong Kong. It is the coolest place ever with really good food. That's where I fell in love with Cantonese food. I always thought that Hong Kong egg tarts came from the Portuguese egg tart. I thought that it was like a variation of that, but it's actually not. It came from a British egg tart, which I didn't even know existed. I wouldn't say it tastes extremely eggy. I would just say the texture is like almost in between like a custard and an egg. And the outside is nice and flaky. And very soft.
Now this right here, this is one of my all-time favorite pastries. Freshly baked bolo bao.
If you've never had it, it will blow your mind. When my boyfriend and I were in Hong Kong, we would get them every single morning. The bakeries would open early, like nothing would be open except for the bolo bao bakeries. I had really bad jet lag, so I looked forward to it from the second I woke up, for good reason.
It's called bolo bao, but it's also known as a pineapple bun. No, there's no pineapple inside. It simply just looks like one.
Oh! Oh my gosh! There's custard inside. I've never had that. I've only had it without custard. Oh my gosh. This will be some of the softest, I keep calling it dough, but I feel like when I say dough, it just makes it seem like it's not cooked. But I feel like the softest pastry, the softest sweetbread ever. Kind of like a concha. You've got like a crackly cookie-like crust on top. I would say for the bolo bao, it's more like a biscuit on top that's a little bit sugary.
Next up, we're headed to It's All Good Bakery. It's been around since '96, but the building has a deeper history. This was the original headquarters of the Black Panther Party, but these days, the downstairs is home to a neighborhood bakery known for sweet potato pie and 7-Up cake.
Look at the sweet potato pie! Something that I like about this place is they don't just give you like a slice of pie, which I think is really cool. They give you the whole, well, not the whole pie, but it's a mini pie. So you get the crust on all sides. I feel bad just eating it like this because I don't want to mess it up. It's so beautiful. It smells nice and sweet. It's like very moist. This is probably like the most moist sweet potato pie, and I hate that word, but I feel like it's the most moist sweet potato pie that I've had. And it's almost like the bottom of the crust just melts into the sweet potato filling. Probably due to the fact that it's really warm. So I just met Kinyosi and he told me I need to come back in and get the 7-Up cake.
The best. And watch what she tastes.
And you own the barbershop next door? Okay, so if you need a haircut, you just go next door to the barbershop and then you can come get your pie. Now, I've never had this before, and oh my gosh, the inside is like gooey already, and the outside is nice and crumbly. Oh my gosh. This is very popular. This is like dense, it's lemony. You can kind of taste a little bit of the 7-Up, like a slight bit of the 7-Up, like just a little bit of the acidity from the 7-Up, but this is good. This is not something that I thought that I would have on my tour today. But the inside is so soft. The bottom is like a little crusty, almost like a nice like pie crust. All of these recipes are family recipes. So they're passed down through generations. So when you come here, you're really coming to a family shop. It's almost like, it's like going to a family member's house and having really good 7-Up cake, really good sweet potato pie. I feel like it doesn't get much better than that. We just came into starter and my mouth is already watering. The pastries look so good. I first eyed the pecan sticky bun, so I think I'm gonna get the pretzel croissant and the pecan sticky bun. I asked them which pastry they're most known for, and they are most known for the Queen Amman. So the flavors they have, you can see right here, you've got hazelnut Queen Amman, chocolate Queen Amman, and your traditional Queen Amman. The Queen Amman is a French pastry. It's almost like a croissant, but it's like its more caramelized, richer, crunchier cousin. It really is. Crispier than a croissant on the outside, more caramelized, just like the bottom you have like a sugary glaze, and then the inside just like a croissant, you got so many layers. I want to pull it apart almost. Okay, not really. I thought I was gonna like get the shot where I can pull it apart like a croissant, but I don't think I can do that with this. This is our last pastry of the day. Dare I say this might be the sweetest. We got the sticky, I think it's a, what do we got?
Pecan sticky bun.
Yeah. We got their pecan sticky bun, which is like a cinnamon roll, but if I saw it on the bottom, actually this low-key looks like the top of a cinnamon roll. Definitely the sweetest thing that I've had all day. The bread is sticky, and on top you get the crunch from the pecans. This one is loaded with sugar. In the video I did trying the most popular food in Oakland, the part 1, I did 2 parts. So part 1, I went to Gregory's, and it's a really good bakery. They have like classic New York cheesecake. I didn't feature them in this video because I had already featured them before, and I just felt like a lot of people from that video would probably watch this video and be like, you already covered that. But Gregory's, I'll insert some clips. Gregory's had really good cheesecake. We either got the apple streusel or the blueberry. I think we got the blueberry streusel. It was delicious. I can't tell you exactly how it tasted because I'd need to taste it again, but all I remember was it was absolutely incredible. And Gregory is from New York, so he brought over that New York cheesecake authentic taste, and he brought it to Oakland with him. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.